Really struck me was when my mom passed away. I was tasked with telling my father the news. It was like a big shock. But I went and closed my eyes for a few minutes, did a little bit of breath work. Then I sat down, broke the news to him, and I was really surprised how centered and balanced I was able to be. Also, how I was able to navigate both of us through the grief, actually hold the family together. That's when I realized what a blessing and a gift my meditation and breath work has been for me in my life. You have anything similar?
Yes, actually, now that I think about it, there's a lot of different time. We'd have to do like a part two to capture, part two and a three to capture it all. But when you said that, it made me think of a time where my father was having a heart attack, and he's not one to ever really be fall sick, you know? So for us to hear that he's having a heart attack, and I still remember my mom coming out of the ER and she said, they're saying Baba's having a heart attack. And then we all, my sister and I just, luckily we're all together and we just all had this moment of like, and we just held each other. And that was our a moment of just being there for one another, but also at the same time feeling emotions because you feel like, oh my gosh, what does this mean? Is it scary? But at the same time, being able to function because then everyone started, my mom had to be with him inside. And then we had, my sister and I were left outside. And that's when I realized the resilience that these practices can give, the power to be so centered and emotionally stable at a time where there's so many emotions running. Why I wish I did have this earlier and earlier because it
Mm.
was that kind of resilience and that kind of stability and centeredness you can have in a time where you're very volatile, like in high school or college when you're still trying to figure out your identity, to be comfortable in your own skin. That's where I realized, like, wow, it started unfolding in my life before I could even realize it.
That's